As Halloween approaches, so does the annual concern over safety, and that means keeping things out of your kids' hands in your home, especially if you have cannabis in those treats. 18 News reporter Stefan Ayanian spoke with the New York Office of Cannabis Management and has tips on what to do if you have cannabis-infused treats in your home.
Make sure when your kids come home that you check that candy haul. Look to see if any products have been tampered with, if there's any allergens you're concerned about for the young people in your lives. But really, the New York State Office of Cannabis Management monitors the data, and what we're seeing is that the real risk that parents is happening with young people is unfortunately oftentimes in the home and not necessarily when they're going door to door and trick-or-treating, as it relates to potential cannabis exposure.
The New York State Office of Cannabis Management recommends adults to check for any cannabis products around the house and keep them out of children's reach.
We see edibles is a common source of exposure. There's seltzers and drinks as well. One thing we want to make sure that folks are aware of is, if you have a cannabis beverage and you should be cautious of storing that in your refrigerator next to other non-cannabis beverages.
Should a child eat a cannabis item, there is help available.
The best resource for accidental cannabis exposure is to call the Poison Center. The Office of Cannabis Management works closely with the 2 poison centers in New York State. Their number is 800-222-1222. The folks that answer the phones there are trained medical professionals. They will talk you through any sort of exposure that you might have, cannabis or otherwise, and help advise you in terms of any additional medical care that you might need to seek.
Signs to be aware of can be sluggish behavior, fast breathing, or suspicious breath smell. In Elmira, Stefan Ayanian, 18 News.